What's up, guys? Welcome back to my Detroit Tigers Out of the Park Baseball Series. Here we have episode 5 of the series, and in today's episode, we are going to be starting by looking at the organization's free agents in the upcoming offseason, and we're going to be simulating the rest of the season. So it shouldn't be too exciting this episode, but just stick around, see how we finish the season, see what call-ups we make, see who gets some play time at the end of the season, just see how we finish it. In the next episode, we're going to be going straight into the offseason, which should be really exciting. But let's start the episode here. So I have the 5 guys that are going to be upcoming free agents for us that we need to look at re-signing or letting go. And basically, all of these guys are old except for Daniel Norris, who is probably the only person I'm going to re-sign here. I thought about Freddie Galvis, and he still could be in play to be re-signed, but I think he wants just a little bit too much money. Yeah, he wants Ford, and then he wants a 2-year with an average of like 4,300,000 there, and it's just not worth it. Maybe if it was a 1-year deal, I'd consider it, but too much for 2 years. If we can talk him down, maybe we'll re-sign, but the only guy I do want to re-sign is Daniel Norris here. He looks like he could be a 5th starter for us maybe once all of our guys get developed and called up. We have, hopefully our top 3 guys. We have Casey Mize, Matt Manning, we have Jack Leiter now. Hopefully those are our top 3 guys for the future. And then we just need the 4 or 5 guys. This guy right here, for the next 3 seasons, he could fill in, and then maybe once all those guys are developed 2 to 3 years from now, he could be that 5th guy or that 4th guy, depending on what he's looking like. But the money is just a little bit too much for us for a 5th starter here, and we don't have the budget that we would need in order to sign him to this. So I'm going to try and talk him down just a little bit. We're just going to start by saying, I think 3.5 for all of these years we're going to do. That's reasonable. I'm willing to consider that, and I do kind of want there to be an option here, a team option. And you know what? Let's just have a 0 buyout and see what he wants there. All right. I don't like the team option without some guarantees attached to it. Okay, so he wants a buyout. That's a reasonable buyout. I can take that. So now let's see what he says. All right, he says he'll take that. So we're going to submit it, and he's going to get back to us on that, and hopefully it's with good news. And before I started simulating, I actually wanted to show you guys the trading block a little bit. Because it's kind of crazy, all of the players that are available. So Javi Baez, first of all, is on the trading block. Trevor Story is on the trading block. You also have, there was one more big player, and I can't remember. Matt Boyd's already on the trading block after we traded him. And then last guy is Chris Bryant is also on the trading block, who I actually thought about a little bit getting, but 29 in the contract, and it just doesn't work out for us. But yeah, so that's the trade block. I just wanted to show that a little bit in case anybody's curious. And I think I'm just gonna sim now until something exciting happens, and then I'll be back. But yeah, I should see you guys at least whenever we're making our call-ups later in the season. Just a quick update here. Daniel Norris signed the contract, so we have him locked up now. All right, here we are on September 1st, the date of the roster expansion. And it's not going to be as exciting as I expected it to be, because I went and I looked at all the guys I wanted to call up, all the, the typical guys, Riley Green, Spencer Torkelson, everybody like that. And I was a little disappointed with what I saw. So Riley Green was called up to AAA. And in AAA, he was hitting .219 with a .272 on base percentage. So I sent him right back down to AA when I saw that, because he just needs a little bit more time there, I guess. I'm not sure. Spencer Torkelson, ever since he came back from his little stint in the majors, he's been batting .185 and .313 in AAA, so he's also in AA. Kyle Muller, he hasn't been great. I don't see a reason to rush him along very, very much, as he hasn't really spent too much time. He's never spent any time in the majors, first of all, and he's not really ventured outside AA that much. So I'm just going to leave him there. I don't want to bring him up too early. I thought about Daz Cameron maybe, but there's better guys up here that I'm going to talk about in a second. And nobody else down here I was really looking at. And then I went to AAA, and I looked through AAA, and none of the guys down here were interesting me. So it really just left me, there's 3 guys now that I'm looking at, maybe 4. Kyle Doy is probably the only one that's 100% safe to get called up. Let's take a look at his stats a little bit. So in 2021, he went from, I guess he played 1 game in rookie ball, played 2 games in A+, and then he played 25 in AA, and he had 5.19 ERA. But then we called him up to AAA, and he went back down to AA. But in those few games, he pitched really well here in both of the AAA and AA. And I think he's ready enough. He's basically 25. He has the ratings here that I like. You know, he's 2.5 star overall already. And he's on a little hot streak, I feel like, right now. So I think it's his time to come up. And we can use the extra relief arm there. And now that leaves me with the next 3 guys. So Alex Lang right here, they had him starting for a little bit, and I changed it to where he was a relief guy instead, just because that's what he's going to be for us. So I don't want him going out here and pitching this many innings, wasting his arm out there. There's no point in doing that. So he's an option just to come in as another relief arm, but I feel like that's a little overkill, so I kind of want one of our other guys. So it's going to be between Drew Waters and where is the other guy? Where'd he go? Derek Hill. Here he is. So Derek Hill probably deserves it a lot more than Drew Waters. Drew Waters, we'll take a look at his stats. He's hitting 247 in AAA, 295 on base. His OPS plus is below average. He has 12 home runs, though, in 92 games, which is it's decent. It's not anything special, but it's decent. But if we take a look at Derek Hill here, he's batted 283, 379 on base, 137 OPS plus, which is pretty good. And he has 12 home runs and 72 starts. So he's definitely deserving of it. But I don't see him as part of the future. And I don't know if I want to give the time to Drew Waters or Derek Hill here. I think we're going to leave it to Derek Hill. We're just going to give him the call-up. And we're going to leave Drew Waters here. And I think those are going to be our call-ups here. And we'll just simulate until something else happens. I don't see too much stuff happening, though, until the end of the season. So maybe I'll see you at the end of the season next. Alright, here we are at the last game of the season. And the reason I'm stopping it here is first to show you our record. We went 56 and 105, which more than likely will be 56 and 106 after this game. But the reason I wanted to pause it here before the game started was Miguel Cabrera. He has not announced his retirement, unfortunately, but he still could retire, and he's on 498 home runs for his career, which means in this game, if he retired this season, he needs to hit 2 more to get to the 500 club. And I just wanted to let you guys know, because I'm going to go in and watch this game, and if anything happens, I will let you guys know. I'm not expecting him to actually hit 2 home runs, but if it happens, it's going to be incredible. So I'll see you in the game. I know I said I was going to jump into the game, but there was literally no reason to jump in. He went 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Nothing exciting. He didn't even get a hit with someone on base. We lost 14-2, so that's our record for the season. Like I said, 56, 106. And we're going to finish today, and I will show you guys what the playoffs are looking like. Let me just look at all these emails real fast. Yep. I'm just going to go to it. Playoff coverage. All right, we're looking at the playoff tree here. So in the American League, we have the wildcard game between the Minnesota Twins and the Los Angeles Angels. And then winning their divisions, we have the Astros, Yankees, and White Sox. And if we move over to the National League in the wild card, we have the Mets and the Padres. And then winning their divisions, we have the Dodgers, Cardinals, and Braves. And the two best teams in Major League Baseball were the Dodgers and the Astros in their respective divisions. Here's all the records if you want it. So the Dodgers winning 108 games and the Padres winning 104, the second best record in baseball, and yet they have to go out and play in the wild card game against the Mets, having the second best record in baseball. That's wow. Braves also win 100 games. Astros win 100 games. What are some surprising teams? Not really too many that surprised me, I guess. The Nationals were a little bit worse. I mean, I guess they traded Max Scherzer, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they traded Max Scherzer, so that kind of makes sense. They got a little worse. The Blue Jays, I guess they're about where you would expect. The Indians were a little bit better than I would expect. Same with the Royals. Besides that, there's nothing too surprising. Were we the worst team in baseball? I didn't even check that. We were, just by like 2 games. Wow, that's incredible. Being worse than the Pirates. That's unfortunate. But yeah, that's what the playoffs are looking like. I'm sure I'll be back when we have the World Series winner. I don't see anything else happening. So yeah, I'll see you when we have a winner of the World Series. All right, here we are. As you can see, the New York Mets win the World Series 4-2 against the Houston Astros. A little surprising in the playoffs. First, we have the Yankees losing to the White Sox 3-2. The Dodgers losing to the Mets 3-2. The Braves almost getting swept. They get a gentleman's sweep here, 4-1 to the Mets. It's a little surprising. Pete Alonso did win the MVP for the World Series. I mean, they have a decent roster, so I mean, I guess not surprising, but yep, they're the winners. In next episode, we are going to be going through the off season. I have a lot of plans, hopefully, for the off season, so make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you have notifications on if you really are that interested, because next episode is going to be big, hopefully. And make sure you leave a like on this video. Make sure you comment what you thought of the World Series, what you think we should do in the off season. Who should we go after? Who should we trade for? What trade should we make? Just let me know in the comments what you think we should do next episode. And I guess thanks for watching.